What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Oh man, what a beautiful day. Beautiful day. So I just wanted to kind of open up. I did a video on the Ghetto channel, the Marc Lobliner channel, the Lobliner channel on YouTube, on Calum Von Moger's injury. And I got a lot of cool comments, like, hey, he's immobile off the side of a mountain. I don't care who you are. You can hurt your knee. That's it. At the end of the day, we'll have bad luck. You get injured, you get injured. My wife threw out her back a couple of years ago. How'd she throw it out? Not because of excessive steroid use, but because she bent wrong and she fucked up her back, which required a lot of work. So at the end of the day, I think that to point to anything beyond the fact that he was just doing some risky shit and he's a big dude and the knee is a fucked up joint, that, hey, you know what? Props to my man for fucking going in. And you got to realize, like, Calum, it doesn't matter if he gets on stage and he places and this and that. At the end of the day, he looks great. He looked great in NABL, which is where I was a pro. But at the end of the day, you put him up on stage against a Phil Heath, unless he plays the size game, he ain't going that far in the IFBB. So I think, what does he have, 2 million Instagram followers? Yeah, I think he made the right choice by doing epic shit and having fun. I mean, considering he's a bodybuilder, he's a pretty fucking athletic guy. He's got great aesthetics. He gets a lot of followers. People like him. They like what he has to say. And, I really think that, I've seen too much hate on this guy. I want to come to his aid because I might get my fucking jaw broken when I get in the ring because I fight like shit right now. I might get my jaw broken and then you can say, oh, you should have just stuck to bodybuilding. And then what? Like, there's more to life than fucking making gains. You're given this body, this vessel while you're on earth. You're given this vessel to do epic shit with. You have the ability to rappel off mountains. You have the ability to climb up hills. You have the ability to run marathons. You have the ability to run OCR races and to box and to do MMA and to do all this epic shit. And everybody's sitting around figuring out what meal 3 is and how many sets of bicep curls they're going to do. That's a sad fucking existence. I'm sorry, and I lived that existence. But while I was a pro bodybuilder, I still did exos. I still played soccer with my kids. But to think about every moment as how am I going to maximize my gains? Look, dude, this gain shit is fleeting. Because you get older, right? You get older, and guess what? No matter what you do, unless you're fucking Dexter Jackson, he's immortal, shit's gonna fucking decline. It's gonna decline, and then what? Then you're just a fucking Insta bro or an Insta hoe. You have nothing to show for it other than some pictures. Okay, but doing epic shit, those fucking memories last forever. And that exhilaration, that feeling of accomplishing and finishing. Dude, I finished my training today and I felt so fucking accomplished. I was on the last round, my shoulder was hurting, shit was burning, and I finished it and I'm like, fuck yeah. That felt good. And after I get into the ring for the first time, I'm sure I'm going to be like, that was fucking great. Whether I win or lose, because I did something fucking epic. All right? Not epic to maybe you, but epic to me. So props to Mr. Von Moger. How the fuck you pronounce his name? Props to him for thinking outside the box and doing non-bodybuilder shit while looking fucking great. So that's what I got to say about that. As for the state of bodybuilding, no one really gives a fuck if you're a pro. Nobody gives a fuck how you place. It's all about social media, man. It doesn't fucking matter if you're a pro anymore. It used to hold water. Nobody cares. The people with the biggest following never even fucking competed for the most part. They're just people who fucking are very entertaining, who do epic shit, and who get followers. So, fuck. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So, Calum's smarter than those motherfuckers who are going to the gym doing it. Like, look at it. Like, you guys look at Rich Piana. Whatever it takes. That was a marketing promo. That was a marketing gimmick, man. Marketing. People followed him because of the persona he had in the gym. It wasn't what he did in the gym, obviously. It was what he did outside the gym to promote what he did in the gym. So, if you can do all that shit without competing, fuck. Fuck yeah. So bodybuilding as we knew it as a way to propel your career isn't the way to go. Bodybuilding is just one component of building your persona on social media so people know who the fuck you are. And so you have something to talk about. Saying you're a pro bodybuilder does still hold a little bit of water. It does. But guess what? Calum did it. He was in fucking NABA Pro, same organization I was a pro in. And now he's trying to move to IFBB. He keeps getting hit with injuries. One injury was from fucking curling 800 pounds with some other dude or whatever the fuck he did. And now he was just going out having fun and repelling. Shit I've done myself. So guess what? He's fucking cool. He's way cooler than anybody who just does reps and sets. Cool, cool, cool. He gets my vote for fucking cool. Anyway, if you want more on that, go see my video on the Ghetto channel. That's youtube.com/Lobliner, youtube.com/Lobliner. I posted it today. Also, special going on till tomorrow night, Machine Motion, the greatest joint care supplement ever created. We got rid of glucosamine chondroitin, and we found an ingredient called Q-actin from cucumbers. All right, extract from cucumbers has been shown to be much more effective than glucosamine chondroitin. It has Cissus quadrangularis, acumen, which is curcumin, bromelain, curcumin meaning turmeric, bromelain, sodium hyaluronate, which is hyaluronic acid, and bioprene for absorption, and of course Q-actin, all in fully loaded doses. Let's get into your Q-actin. Anyway, the coupon code is GETMOTION, G-E-T motion, get motion, G-E-T motion on tigerfitness.com. 10% off. Let's fucking get to Q&As. Let's do it. All right, we're going way to the top. What's up from the UK, man? Saw the title and want to know your thoughts. Well, now you know it, and there's a whole video on it on my other channel. Mark, it's Willie from the split leg question session earlier. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, bro, again. Dude is awesome, and it's nobody's business but his own. Agreed, Derek. Still friends with Jared Barthel. I haven't talked to him in a few years. I have really no need to either. I hear he's been not shipping product that people order. Got to give man a props for living life. Agree. Favorite TV show? I don't watch TV. Do you believe that? I don't watch TV. I read books and I Netflix and chill. Are you natural? Not being rude, just asking. I've been on TRT since the age of 27 when I was diagnosed with an endocrine issue, and that's it. That's it. So I would test out as having normal testosterone levels. Don't know. I've had tough jobs in my life. Back and right knee gets out of whack. I still exercise hard, but what can I do to strengthen these joints? There's a lot of things to strengthen your knee, and one is to get out and squat. Squat and work mini bands, which works your hip mobility, works the area around it. I think mini bands, I have videos on lateral and linear mini bands, hips. Plyometrics, believe it or not, are good as soon as you get up to strength level to be able to jump down and decelerate. I think you're in a good spot. But the best way to strengthen your knee, I would say mobility work, mini band work, both lateral and linear, as well as doing things like world's greatest stretch, really work that area, and stability exercises, even standing on a Bosu ball, believe it or not. Anything that requires you. Hurdles are great, which are a form of plyometrics. I like mini hurdles. I would do lateral as well as linear, one leg as well as the other leg. So that's that. All right, we're going back. Hey, mate, I stopped using Test Trend and Deca and loads of cycles and everything instantly all it bones your body. Do you know something about this? I really don't, but I think you should go see a doctor and see why your body hurts. Just like how everybody thinks gear is what caused my brain cancer, but will eventually have to jump back on if I plan going pro one day. I think you have better priorities, like not dying from cancer than going pro. Dexter Jackson is a legend. I agree. I'll do a few shows natural at least till I'm 100% again. Michael, you need to get your priorities in check. That's just my opinion, but I think your priorities are all fucked up, man. You have a blessing. You beat brain cancer. Stay off the fucking drugs. Hey, Mark, I had a bicep and forearm cramp last night after a workout. I was insanely painful, but now it's okay. What should I do? I took today off and feel good. Honestly, it sounds like Moha, which I've seen in here before. Sounds like an electrolyte imbalance as well as hydration. I have a product called Naturalite, which has sodium, potassium, electrolytes in it. It's all natural, sweetened with stevia. However, what you could do is just put sea salt on every meal. I like sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. And be sure to hydrate. Hydrate. So is heavy pressing good to build your upper chest or flies? My answer, Alex, is why choose? You can just do both. Don't choose, do both. What are your thoughts on strongman? I feel those fuckers are really fucking strong. It's a very hard sport. They have to be functional They have to be strong. They have to be physical. They have to have endurance. Strongmen are much better athletes and much more respect for me than bodybuilders. Lower back pain while deadlifting. Now it's better. Should I continue deadlifting? I'd ease back into it. And if it continues, you need to go with a movement specialist. I could help you, but I can't because I don't see you. Yeah, you definitely need to work on that. Make sure you have a strong core. Make sure you're working your planks, your rotations, things like that that'll really strengthen that core. Do you think Phil H to be more outgoing to help bodybuilding in the Olympia, like a front runner? Thanks. I think Phil is pretty outgoing. I see a new video of him every day from that one channel. I think Phil's doing a fine job. He's a good-looking guy. He promotes the sport well. I don't know what he can do really more. I mean, he's the leader of a sport that's kind of been replaced by social media, man. From Movie Maker, 2T. ZT. I've lost 100 pounds and kept it off for a couple years. I'm a bit soft. Would I benefit from going on a lean bulk? I'm 6'4", 200. I don't know. I don't know what your body fat is. I don't know what your muscle mass is. I do not have enough information to help you with that, Movie Maker. I wish I could. Is there an ideal heart rate range for optimal fat loss? Dustin, as long as you burn calories, doesn't matter if your heart rate is 80 or 120. I firmly believe that it's all about caloric burn. I don't believe that what ratio you burn is the magical thing. So whether you burn fat or carbs for your cardio doesn't matter. Greetings from South Africa. What's up, Neelan? Hey, Mark, when does the next MTS shipment come to Massive Joe's? Need some Naturalite and stim-free fat burner? We have shipments coming in constantly. I would ask Joe because he has more of a hold on that than I do. Opinion on squat shoes. I'm not a huge fan because I want to see you squat in your natural form. I squat in whatever shoes I'm wearing. However, I would prefer to see you squat in something a bit more natural. What it does, it pitches you forward, which is easier for some people. But I mean, as a human, you should be able to squat to full depth just using your feet. Jim Sapani says that blends are the best post-workout. Whey, casein, your thoughts? Did you ever use? I think whey is optimal post-workout. I mean, it just makes sense to me. And even if there is a difference, it's going to be so minor, who cares? But if you are looking for a blend, we do have Big Infantry just launched yesterday. Big Infantry, we have a thing called Pro XR, which blows the shit out of that store-owned brand that he has. So I would look into Pro XR by Big Infantry if you're looking for a blend. However, I will continue to use MTS Whey post-workout. There's studies showing, there's contradicting studies is what I'm seeing. What is your chance on beating me in boxing? Oh my God, it's Kenny KO. Hey, we could find out at Real Weights for Real Heroes, Kenny. Actually, after about 4 weeks of training, I really don't know. But again, nice to see you here, Kenny. Thanks for joining us, man. Will you be at Real Weights for Real Heroes? Heard there's a chance, and that would be awesome. Do you still train at LA Fitness in Elgin? No, I do not. I train at Export in St. Charles. What's your recommendation for first cycle? I recommend staying natural. That's just me. I just think it's too much work and thought because unless you're willing to make a lifelong commitment to it, which I doubt you are, I don't think it's a good choice. Boom, for back days, how many exercises should you do and which one? Because the problem is with too much or too less. Honestly, it just depends on you, your training history, and your degree of development, and also your body's ability to handle workload, your workload outside of the gym. There's so much that goes into determining volume that I couldn't answer you truthfully. I'd have to make something up and lie. Hey, Mark, what's up? I love your subs, especially with peanut butter cookies and cream flavor. I'm an affiliate and working hard for that sponsorship. Awesome, Eric. Glad to have you on board. What's your thoughts on Brad Castleberry? I think he's a complete twat. Are you using nut butters as fat sources? Absolutely. I usually have a scoop of the Sinister Labs peanut butter pre-boxing. Any tips for vegetarians? I don't even have eggs. I suggest if you're looking for optimal function to eat meat. I believe that a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet is lacking in a lot of nutrients that you have to supplement with, and I believe humans are better off eating an omnivorous diet. I've competed for 10 years now from Kyle. Took a break just to let body rest, but I'm not having a lot of motivation to train as hard as I used to. Any recommendations to get back to killer mentality? Kyle, the thing is motivation is from within. You need to find what motivates you, find what your reason is, find your why, and then get to the gym and fucking do it. Any motivational speech I give you, if you listen to one from fucking C.T. Fletcher, if you listen to a Mike Tyson fucking motivational speech, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you can't find that motivation from within, it's really not gonna do much for you. What non-stim pre-workout do you recommend to stack with Vasky? Vasky is the non-stim pre-workout that you stack with stim pre-workouts. You got it backwards. After losing the 100 pounds, I'm about 60% body fat, have a hard time getting leaner. I think it might be for being in deficit for so long, which is why I thought about deficit is all relative to what your caloric levels are, and you might not even be in a deficit based on your new caloric needs. So to answer that, I need to know how low are your calories and other factors. How high is your cardio? How much training do you do? What's your activity outside of the gym? Michael Washington, been out of the gym for 4 months and only been doing 100 push-ups and 20-pound dumbbell and weigh a lot more than when I was on the juice and 185. Okay, bro, get to the gym and fucking lift weights before you think about doing the juice, man. Your shit's all fucked up. Like, you got to get your priorities straight. Get to training and get to training. And then train for 10 years and then give me 5 to 10 years of natural training and then consider jumping on. Mark, what's your thoughts on carb cycling? How'd you go about it? I think the carb cycling, the low, mid, high day is too much thinking. I think it's retarded. I think you're better off just going with a linear diet with an occasional refeed on weekends when you get really lean. What does the Tiger Fitness affiliate program look for in reps? Just people who are good people. We don't have any set criteria for viewers, doers, this and that. At the end of the day, if you're a good person, we should be able to tell from your application. And if you're not just someone who goes from program to program trying to scheme the system. Is there a way for international participants to compete in NPC shows? Our bodybuilding federation is on the IFBB. Nick, I would ask somebody who gives a fuck about bodybuilding. I've been so out of the game, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Difference between MTS whey and big protein? Absolutely. MTS whey is whey. Big is a blend with caseinate, micellar casein, whey isolate, whey concentrate. So you got whey concentrate isolate versus a blend. They're both really good, and I am firmly in support of the Big Infantry Big Pro XR. Let's just say it tastes amazing. Is The Rock natural? The question is, Daniel, how will that affect your life if you knew if he was natural or not? Worry about yourself, worry about your own goals, and how you want to reach them. What happens to glucose I eat? I mean, do I know that it's stored in muscles, liver, fat cells? But the question is, does the body will store the surplus in muscles? They're full than liver. Well, here's what happens. Glucose is your body's main energy source, main fuel. If your body has nothing to do with glucose, it stores it and it becomes fat, like any other nutrient you put in your body. Except it's more simple because glucose doesn't need to be converted to glucose because it's fucking glucose. Mark, what's your thoughts on L-carnitine? Is it worth it? I like it for freeing up testosterone. That's why I have it in my testosterone boosters. Best time to take it is, well, if you just buy Insurgent or Barracuda, it's already in there. Other than that, best time to take it, believe it or not, for optimal absorption of L-carnitine itself would be post-workout with a carbohydrate shake. Best you didn't see that one coming. Or you go to send MTS protein sample packs to Natural Body. Well, they have jugs they have open there, and you can just ask them to sample it, and they'll usually just break them open. Best exercises for legs if you have lower back pain. Well, I don't recommend back squats 100% of the time, but goblet squats. Goblet squats would be the best exercise for legs, in my opinion. Split squats, shit like that would be amazing. Tip for leg drive on bench, drive your feet into the ground. I don't recommend going on your toes unless you're a seasoned powerlifter. Keep your scapula retracted, push it onto the bench, squeeze your glutes, tighten your quads, drive your feet. This Greek salad is gas. Sounds good. Shout out from Norway. Thank you, Zia. You're the man, Mark. About to kill some legs in 30 minutes. Best of luck with that, brother. Okay, I'm not going to read that because that guy seems to be a tool. How to get rid of injuries like elbow pain. Thank you for advice. Elbow pain is just something that comes with bodybuilding. It's from overuse, repetition, calcium buildup, whatever it is. In my opinion, and I might get hate for this, I take machine motion and I take fish oil, and that helps me a lot. I stay hydrated. I eat adequate fat in my diet, but honestly, like, if you're lifting heavy ass weights, you're going to have some joint pain. It is what it is. Lean bulk versus dirty bulk, which one is better? I wrote a book called massdiet.com. That's MASSDIET.com, massdiet.com. At the end of the day, I don't believe you should ever sacrifice health for gains. Lean. Should I deadlift if my quads are sore as fuck from squats the day before? If it's time to deadlift, it's time to deadlift. Pull out your tampon, let the blood flow, and fucking get it done. From Joey, dropped 85 pounds in 5.5 months from diet and training, and my metabolism is perfectly fine, by the way. I'm only 20. Congratulations. Do you think the Hulk took steroids? It was a genetic mutation, bro. Does MTS ship to Barbados? TigerFitness.com, I believe, does. Thoughts on Agmatine? I have it in Clash. I think it's a great pump product. From Dan, if I'm 6'3", 280 endomorph, for diet, is low carb better than no carb? I can't do vegan or paleo as my kids have severe peanut allergies. Thanks, Grow. I don't believe in ketogenic or no carb diets. I believe carbs are good. I say go to dropfactorbook.com. I'm going to recommend what I wrote. I mean, I didn't write it just for my fucking health. It's dropfactorbook.com, dropfactorbook.com. Read that. That's my opinion on diet. How many days worth of servings are mental jewels? 30. And how many times a week can I take it? Every day. So take it every day and you have 30 servings from mental jewels, Donald. In your opinion, best lower abdominal oblique fat burning workout? Cardio and diet. Cardio and diet. If you're not doing adequate cardio and diet to create a caloric deficit, you can do all the ab exercises in the world. You're still going to have no abs. If I'm trying to lose fat, can I eat oatmeal? Yes, Juan, you can eat oatmeal. As long as you're in a caloric deficit. Comes down to calories in, calories out. There are no foods that are off limits. Look into flexible dieting. Just Google flexible dieting and that'll explain that. Love your channel. A big MTS supporter, man. Thanks for all the content. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Eric. Calisthenics or weights? Why not both? LMAO, can't believe you asked the Hulk question. Badass, and that's why I watch your videos. Thank you. Infamous archives. You're really not that funny, bro. Quit flaring your elbows out when you punch, motherfucker. Well, quit being an armchair quarterback, watching people critiquing them, and also maybe do something positive with your life, except for going on people's YouTube lives and talking shit. Because I guarantee you, you don't even have a picture, dude. You're a little bitch. But anyway, thank you so much for watching me. I appreciate it. And be sure to click on the link in the description box below and buy some shit. Having trouble losing the fat around my abs and hips, being caloric deficit for about 2 months now. My arms and legs are getting very defined. Still nothing. Well, that's the last to go, Benjamin. You just got to keep dieting, and the trouble areas will be the last to go. Might I recommend MTS Nutrition, Yohimbine HCl stacked to drop factor, which does help to liberate the fat in those areas. What's the best, fastest way to increase your squats and deadlifts? Honestly, perfect your form and then keep incrementally building up the weight until you build up weight. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to be quick. You're going to hit plateaus, but just stay with it. I will read it. Thanks so much. Dropfactorbook.com. Here I come. God bless you and your family. God bless you too. Lifting Lutheran. What's up, brother? Hey, great work on those squats the other day, man. I've been watching your shit and you're an impressive man. You inspire me. From Stelios, train each muscle twice per week for optimal hypertrophy. I like training muscles twice a week, but I don't know if it's optimal because realize when you train chest, you're also hitting your shoulders and your triceps. There's no way to really only train something once per week unless that's all you do. What's your opinion on BCA when cutting? Would you cut them out when you get closer to a photo shoot? No, and here's why. The sweetness would not have a negative effect. I mean, sweetness is fucking amazing. The thing is, no matter what, no matter if I'm 2 days out from a show or 2 years out from a show, I'm going to have 2 scoops of machine fuel during training. It's a fixed variable in my diet. It never changes. So yes, I would definitely have machine fuel in no matter what the phase, even the day of the show. Does MTS Nutrition ship to Bosnia? I believe TigerFitness.com does ship to Bosnia. You'll have to check. Do you have to cycle MTS Clash? No, I do not believe you do, or else I'd be cycling coffee right now. Currently drinking chicken, spinach, and sweet potato shakes because they're easy to down. What's the weirdest shakes you've tried? Have you ever heard of MTS Nutrition Epic Gains? Epic Gains is deliciously cookies and cream flavored, and it contains whey protein, brown rice, and fruits and veggies. So you don't have to choke that down anymore. It doesn't make you hardcore, it just makes you pretty fucking nasty. Just go buy some Epic Gains. Mark, is Lexogenin any damn good? If you're in law enforcement and can't take steroids, Frank, it's horrible. I think it's a fucking hoax of a product, hopes and dreams in a bottle. If you type in Lexogenin and Lobliner, it'll come to my video where I give you my review, my complete review on Lexogenin. Does fasted cardio lead to muscle loss? No. If you are in a hypocaloric state, whether you do your cardio before or after eating, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I do not believe it. Has the Calum Von Moger issue been addressed yet, or am I too late? You can start at the beginning. I also have a video if you want to go on a separate tab on your phone or on your computer, whatever, go to youtube.com/Lobliner. That's youtube.com/Lobliner. Subscribe to it. That's my ghetto channel. I already did a video on his injury. Brian, if I'm trying to lose fat and I'm 6 feet tall, 225, do you recommend starting a few days cardio a week? I generally end up starting people with Tabata only. What I would do is I would look at my book, Brian. It's dropfactorbook.com, and that's dropfactorbook.com. But I recommend kind of easing into cardio, because you can always add cardio, but you can't take it away. From Michael, what's the best choice of food to eat before a workout such as weightlifting? My answer, Michael, is whatever agrees with your stomach. For me, what I usually do is before weight training, I'll have, if I'm doing empty stomach, if I'm first thing in the morning, I'll have a scoop of MTS whey and a banana. Pre-boxing, I don't even have whey because I usually do it at 10:30, which is right between breakfast and lunch. So I'll usually have a banana and some Sinister Labs protein peanut butter. I'm giving you constructive criticism. I love your stuff. Don't hate. Akuma, I didn't ask for your constructive criticism. I have boxing coaches who are much better than you and actually have a profile picture on YouTube. But I appreciate your concern, but realize I've only been boxing for 4 weeks as of today. And it doesn't just happen overnight. But I appreciate your concern. Thank you very much. Can you gain muscle and lose fat to get abs at the same time? If you're a newbie, it is possible, but it's usually very unlikely. Do many from the public work out at your gym? Cool that you do that for your community. Yeah, absolutely. The Tiger Fitness Gym is free from 8 to 7 in Loveland, Ohio. And we welcome anybody to come by and train with us. We do get a lot of people coming in. Is it possible with my calves any bigger? Absolutely. It might take time, but, it'll happen. From Vivek, fats at night, does it increase body fat? Only if you're hypercaloric and you go over your caloric needs for the day. Everything, whether it's fats, carbs, or protein, when in a surplus, will cause you to gain fat. Will key lime pie machine whey may ever make a return? It might seasonally in 2-pound size. Mark, when is the fight? My first amateur fight will probably be late June. What do you think about SARMs, Mr. Johnson? I recommend you go to YouTube search, go on and type in Lobliner SARMs. Bottom line is I'm not a big fan because there's no regulations in what's in them or how to produce them. RJ, thoughts if bodybuilding will change their broadcasting deals? Like if you stop showing and advertising stop supporting, you think bodybuilder like Phil will look elsewhere? Thanks, man. That's a question for Phil. I don't know what he'll do. Oh, this one's great. I'm going to actually read this one. Frank Budkiss, I just got you a ton of new followers by mentioning you. Mark's gay and drinks protein 4 times a day. Actually, I'm happily married. I would love to be gay because then I could share clothes with my male partner. And I really enjoy having sex with my wife. Even though we're married and have kids, it's not as often as I'd like it to be. I drink protein. Actually, 4 times is about right. Yeah, I have 4 protein brownies a day, including sometimes pre-workout in the morning, mid-afternoon, mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and then before bed. I take female birth control. I don't need to. I actually had a vasectomy in February of last year, but I appreciate it. And hairspray. Mark quit the KKK 5 years ago. Another funny fact, I'm actually Jewish, and last time I checked, they don't allow Jewish people in the KKK. But I appreciate you addressing those concerns. And if you have time, click on any of the links in the description box below, and please patronize our stuff or join our Facebook group. Dude, I'm a natural bodybuilder, and I've read that training 2 times each muscular group per week is good. What do you think about that? I agree. Thanks, Marco Shithead. Appreciate that. Thank you. I've been called worse. Remember, I'm married and I have children. The IFBB kind of put women's bodybuilding on the back burner. What do you see them doing to this next? I think they got rid of women's bodybuilding because no one wants to see that shit. It's fucking nasty. How should I measure my rice at Tiger, before I cook or after? I measure all my food post-cooking because how the fuck do you even do that pre-cooking? You have to do math and shit. It's heavier, but there are measurements in Fit Day and Daily Burn for both. Do you think the 1 andro, 4 andro are safe or in the sketchy area like SARMs? I wouldn't take them. That's all I'll say about that. Also, I wanted to ask if it matters if I work out fast in the morning because I work 3:30 to 6:30 a.m. I usually work out right after work, but I don't eat or should I try to eat something. Personally, I always like to get in some nutrition before training. I like having a scoop of MTS whey and a banana. Do a quick promo on your book. I'm interested. Nah, it's dropfactorbook.com. If you don't want to buy it, I'll sleep fine tonight. Is it okay to take 4 scoops of whey protein to meet your daily intake? Would you recommend it? I take 8 to 10, so sure. Arnold has some health problems. I'm wondering if you would pass away in near future. You think Arnold would continue? Yeah, I think the Arnold Classic will continue without Arnold. I have a 13-year-old overweight cousin. I was wondering what is good training split to help him lose weight. Eric, I would get him exercising in general. I don't even know about training split. Get him exercising and eating the right foods. Will you fight Mike Rashid? Story, the quick and painful answer is not in a fucking million years for a fucking $1 million. Mike has been boxing for his entire life. Mike has been boxing for over 20 years. I've been boxing for 4 weeks. By the time I even thought about throwing a punch, Mike would hit me twice with enough fucking momentum to knock me into next year. I hope that answered your question. I only got a few more minutes because I just felt a little rumble in my stomach, and I have one prairie dog in on me, so I'm going to have to poop soon. Pre-workout single serving coming out by chance? Christian, absolutely, very soon. What is your favorite muscle group? My body. I love my body. Would you consider having a boxing match with Mike Rashid? I love when I get this question because I always like answering it. There's more of a chance of me taking a 12-inch dildo in my butthole than letting myself get in a boxing ring with Mike fucking Rashid. I would rather literally sit on top of an upside down bar stool, shoving all 4 fucking ends of it in my anus, than to get punched in the face by my business partner and one of my best friends, Mike Rashid. There is no fucking chance in hell my 4-week experienced boxing ass will get anywhere near a ring with Mike Rashid. How long should one bulk before cutting? Don't get anywhere near over 15% body fat. I don't really bulk, but I don't like my clients getting much above 12 to 13% body fat. What's your take on bodybuilding since Rich Piana died? I don't think he really affected the sport much. I mean, I don't know. It's just a redistribution of popularity, I believe. Any tips from tanning for a show for someone who's super fail? There's always dream tan, bro. I didn't tan for my shows. I dream tanned up. When are you coming to Houston, Texas? I have no plans. Can you build muscle in a caloric deficit when taking gear? You can. I don't know if it's likely, but you can. Is it true some people are better on incline bench than flat? Yeah. Also, your opinion on high intensity chest 3 times a week. If you can recover from it, have at it. But I'd be worried about risking a tendon injury. How long should, I already answered that. Are there any supplement companies that we should stay away from due to low quality reviews? Honestly, Dan, I would just buy any brand that I mentioned. Pump Chasers is a great brand. Big Infantry is a great brand. MTS Nutrition, Pervitum, Alpha Omega. Those are all brands that I stand behind 100%. And of course, Ambrosia. Pre-workout for breakfast. Pre-workout with breakfast before training is good. Lost 50 pounds so far. Got cookies and cream whey. Awesome. Who will win? Logan Paul or KSI? Who cares? I mean, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me. Where do you see MTS Nutrition in the next 10 years? Growing. Your boxing is coming along nice, and I mean that. I've trained with former and current fighters before. I see you have some raw potential. Much respect. Fight. Thank you so much. All I know is I'm putting in 5 days a week. My body's sore as fuck. I can't give it anymore. I'm going to progress. I have the best coaches in my corner. And I spar again. I sparred a week ago. I spar again next week. I'm going to be sparring twice a week. And I'm doing this because it's a challenge and it's something new. And I love it. I really do. I really do. I really fucking like it. Let's see if can everyone take multivitamin tablets? I don't think I could always say everything about everyone taking everything, but I think most people can. Women's bodybuilding gross. Have you seen Sophia blah, 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 blah? Look, that's one person. Generally, when women start growing dicks, I don't think it's, okay, let me rephrase that. I love women's bodybuilding because I like fucking freaks. I like people who fucking push the envelope of what you can fucking do as a human being. But like generally speaking, the general population, they're not really into it when they see a woman with a fucking bulge coming out of her pants because she took so many steroids that her fucking clitoris got huge. On that note, guys, I really have to poop. Thank you so much for watching. Machine Motion is 10% off through Friday. Coupon code, I said in the beginning, I think it's Get Motion, GET Motion. I'll put it in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. Again, tigerfitness.com, Get Motion. That's not a game.